Welcome to Accommodate This. If you've been following this channel, you will recognize that I haven't put out any videos in quite a while, and so what I wanted to do with this video is just give you kind of a channel update, let you know what's been going on and where I plan to go with the channel. So we just entered 2026. And I mostly took a break because of the holidays. But honestly, a big part of that was socializing tends to really drain my social battery. And so I've been finding it difficult to find the energy to create videos. And this is very common amongst autistic people. It's not anyone's fault, nor does it mean that I haven't enjoyed my social time with friends and family. But as an autistic person, socializing takes a lot out of me. When you have an autistic brain, the parts of your brain that engage with socializing, they're typically underdeveloped or differently developed, and society usually expects you to make up the difference on your own rather than accommodating and helping you bridge that gap. With having a different brain, it takes much more effort for me to socialize than it does the average person. And you may be wondering why it takes so much mental energy. Well, a lot of it is masking. But besides that, I have to try harder to follow conversations, especially when there's several going on at the same time. Uh, I struggle to keep up with the pace of the conversation. Usually, the other people involved don't allow for the amount of processing time that I need. So I have to really focus and ramp that up. My anxiety peaks due to the fear of violating some unspoken social rule that might brand me the destroyer of the party or whatever gathering I'm at. And I worry that I might offend someone, that maybe I'll say the wrong thing, maybe I'll make the wrong facial expression, or someone can misinterpret my body language. I might use the wrong tone or discuss the wrong topic, and so on. And while I have understanding friends and family, I still beat myself up inside due to my own internalized ableism and personal expectations that I haven't quite come to terms with. And then there's the whole past trauma that gets kicked up when I'm in a social situation. And so it's a whole thing. So by the end of any social event, I'm literally exhausted. Needless to say, I've been trying to give myself some grace by not beating myself up about not putting out videos once a week. But as time passes, the worry that I may lose subscribers due to the lack of interest continues to grow. And this makes it even harder to commit to spending time with family and friends who have their own expectations for how much I need to participate. And I don't want to let anyone down. So I end up pushing myself unless I give myself the grace to simply just put off recording videos. And that's what I did. Now, alone time is how I tend to recover from my fatigue. And when I'm alone, that's when I work on my videos. So the truth is, my alone time has become nearly non existent. And in a way, I need to make these videos simply so I have an excuse to give myself the alone time that I need. So part of the grace I've been giving myself is to let people know that I need alone time without feeling guilty about it or without needing an excuse. And it's been challenging for me because my tendency is to fawn and ignore my own needs in order to give people what they want. So I was worried I would be disappointing others by dismissing myself for alone time. But I've been surprised at how well people have responded to it when I've demanded it, and I'm very grateful for their support and understanding. Now that the holidays are winding down, I finally feel like I have more time to focus on videos. And I've actually been working on another cartoon. It happens to be my longest cartoon yet, though. As you know, I don't use any special software to create my cartoons. I draw and animate them in PowerPoint. And the longest cartoon video that I've created so far has been between 60 and 70 slides. The cartoon that I'm currently working on is much longer than that. I had to break it up into multiple files, and I'm currently on my third file, and each file has over 80 slides. So the sheer effort involved in creating such a detailed and lengthy cartoon in a tool not designed for animating is yet one more reason why I haven't put out a video in a while. And it's just taking me longer than I wanted. But I would rather take more time than sacrifice the quality. So I hope you can be patient with me as I work on that. Anyway, as a final note about this channel, I just like to reiterate what my goals are. I never intended to make any money off of this channel, and I haven't. And my main goal has been to spread information about autism and neurodiversity, particularly regarding the injustices that I see being placed upon the neurodivergent community. And a little side effect has been that I've learned more about autism during this whole journey. While I'm not focused on earning a penny, I do still wish that I could reach a larger audience. I I understand more people are learning about neurodiversity than ever before, and autism has been in the news a lot in recent years. And there's been a huge jump in acceptance and support from society. However, there's still a long way to go. And there's still many ways in which autistics and neurodivergent people in general are struggling. And it mostly has to do with misunderstandings, social expectations that we can't meet, and stigmas we've struggled to overcome. So on that front, I would appreciate you giving this video a like, subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, sharing more of my videos. If you're watching from your phone, use that new hype button. That helps to get the algorithm to distribute my videos a little bit more. But in the meantime, I appreciate all the support that you've given to me thus far. It really means the world to me that people are listening to what I have to say. And I look forward to putting out more useful and informative content for you to share. I hope you're looking forward to it as well. But while I don't expect any sort of monetary gain, I do need your help to reach a larger audience. And that's it for my channel update. I'm gonna do my best to push out weekly videos like I did most of last year, but if I push myself too hard, I may end up needing longer periods of rest like I did this past holiday season. So please understand, if it's not every week, I'm at least shooting for that goal. And thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it so much. And have a wonderful 2026. See you in the next video.